Hey, real quickly before the episode starts. So, there's this weird thing that happens kind of throughout the match where it's a very, very mild, like, strobe effect where I think I know what's happening in the video. I think it's basically something's on fire and the flickering of the fire is affecting the lighting. um, there's really nothing I can do about it, unfortunately. Again, it's a very mild strobe, but I figured if you have kind of issues with that sort of thing, this might not be the episode for you. Sorry about that. Again, I'm still trying to figure out what I need to do settings wise for the game so that doesn't happen. So this episode, and it's like periodically, so I can't just tell you like skip this timestamp because it happens like on and off. But yeah, again, it should be fine. You should be fine with it. It's a very mild, like barely even there. I probably only notice it because my eyes are fairly light sensitive. But if you're someone that maybe has issue with, again, it's not flashing light. It's like a mild strobe effect, I think is the best way to describe it. If you're someone that has an issue with that, this might not be the episode for you. If you're okay with stuff like that, enjoy. Hello and welcome to the Wrestling Show Without a Name. I am your host and sole commentator for the evening, Fabian Valentine. Welcome, and this is quite the match here. This will not be for the faint of heart. As you can see, we're having a 30-man rumble. The ropes are going to be exploding, barbed wire. There will be dynamite around the ring, but all this is to decide one of the two competitors who will fight each other for the inaugural World Championship. As you can see, 1 minute intervals, elimination, and basically that's, yes, the winner of this match will be one of two people who will be competing for the World Championship. The barbed wire is painful, it will explode, there will be dynamite. Who will win this match? Personally, I have some of my own favorites in mind. You can see there are some people standing at 7'10". You might think those are the favorites, but I see a man in the bottom left-hand corner with blonde beard, spiky white hair, and a dream. I think he might be our underdog that will come out victorious. Let us see who are the first two entries to this match. Bruise. My goodness, when you're a man the size of Bruise, how do you think that plays into a match like this with explosions and barbed wire that causes explosions? I think it helps out. I think he gets that muscle might act as cushioning. An obelisk. Who's going to eliminate Obelisk? Look at the size of that guy. How can you eliminate him? He's so big. Obelisk looking to grab an explosive and bring it into the ring. As you may have noticed, we have 3 referees for the evening, and it will be needed. With this many explosions and this much violence and hardcore action, you'll need 3 professionals. Oh my goodness, a clothesline with the dynamite. That was almost very explosive. You gotta wonder, where will we see the first explosion in this match? Sizing each other up. Trading blows. Look at, trying to lift Obelisk. I don't know if I'd recommend that. That is a large man. Oh! Did you see that? Obelisk landing an explosive right hand. And folks, is this your last warning? Again, explosions, barbed wire, if you don't like hardcore action. Next week we might have a more appropriate match. We'll see a 15-man... Big explosion. Obelisk on the ground. Next week we'll see a 15-man street fight to decide the second competitor. And look at that, entry number 3, Majesty, bringing in a picture of the Ultimate Warrior. I believe his name in this game is God of War? I think that's his name. Oh my gosh! Majesty with Obelisk, a burning, my goodness, burning hammer. Apparently Majesty has been hitting the gym lately. My goodness. I gotta tell you, I said my favorite was that skinny-armed fellow in the bottom left-hand corner, but I might have to change my pick after seeing that 500-pound burning hammer. Bulldog, oh my goodness, Obelisk with a double foot stomp. You're gonna feel that one in the morning. Bear hug locked in, clothesline reversal. And Yogi Beard is the next entry. Yogi Beard, of course, a well-known practitioner of yoga. Oh my goodness, Majesty's been exploded out of the ring. Canadian Destroyer by Yogi Beard, and I gotta tell you, maybe that yoga's paid off, you know? Will that flexibility come into play? You know, I mean, I don't know if that will with all the barbed wire, but stranger things have happened. We just saw a man exploded over the top rope. Or barbed wire? Vertical suplex into an explosion. As I was saying before, I think the bigger boys in this match have an advantage. Oh, Yogi Beard's eliminated. Yoga didn't help him that much, unfortunately. Oh, Obelisk trying to eliminate Bruise, but Bruise somehow withstanding an explosion. And look at that. Eddie Schwartz. He's the next entry into this match, and he is packing heat. But will that be more effective than the dynamite in his other hand? Elbow drop causing an explosion. My goodness. As you can see, fire is in the ring, or in the arena. Don't worry, folks. Safety measures have been taken. This is a virtual crowd, after all. And the men are down. There's only 3 competitors in the ring. Eddie Schwartz, Bruise, and Obelisk. I would say Obelisk would be my pick to win this, but... oh, Schwartz on the top rope. They're fighting on the apron. Who will come out? And Schwartz is back in the ring. And Bruise has been eliminated. It's Skinny Arm Steve! That's my pick! Skinny Arm Steve is in the ring like a house of fire. He's got a guitar with Obelisk's name on it, apparently. Right hook, kick to the face. And Skinny Arm Steve has been exploded out of the ring. So much for my pick. It's just Eddie Schwartz and Obelisk in the ring, causing explosions. Apologize, folks. I guess there's a mild strobe effect from the fire. I'll put a warning before the match begins about that strobe effect. It's not too bad, but if you have issues with this sort of thing, I understand. Oh! My goodness. Dr. Dash, maybe he can help with all the carnage going on. My goodness, did Eddie Schwartz just do a two-handed choke slam to Obelisk? My gosh. The power needed for that. Ooh, Dr. Dash almost eliminated by that errant explosion from the dynamite. Ooh, into the corner. And I gotta tell you, we have many fantastic entries coming in as the match goes on. Of course, I did say my favorite was Skinny Arm Steve, but as Steve showed, this is definitely a big man's game, a big man's match. Obelisk is still in the ring, and he is so far the tallest competitor. But I have it on good authority that we have 2 competitors coming into this match that are 7'10". Ooh, Schwartz is powerful, showing that thunderous slam to Obelisk. Not many men can slam Obelisk, because Pyro, appropriate name, makes his entry into the match. I gotta tell you, fortunately, the schedule for this programming is there'll be one match per week, unless the match ends up being a little short. This, trust me, will not be short. 30-man exploding rumble. It'll be faster than most rumbles, but by no means will it be a short match. But if the match is short, then we will show 2 matches. Expect the episodes to be a minimum of 15 minutes. Let's see, who will our next entry be, as Pyro has Dr. Dash in a rear naked choke. Shep Buffalo making his entry into the ring, of course. Well known for his popular movie, The Fighter. It's my best. Oh my goodness! Eddie Schwartz teasing his power, the way he's been able to manhandle Obelisk, and he just German suplexed him outside of the ring. Look at that, Pyro with a rear naked choke to Shep Buffalo. How do you like that movie name, The Fighter? I had to think of a Wrestling Empire way to talk about the wrestler. Great movie. Oh my goodness! Double explosion as we saw the full mount using dynamite to put punches. And looks like Russell Haystacks is really proud of that picture he's holding. It's Gargantuan Gus. I mentioned we had 2 competitors, 7'10". We just saw him next to Obelisk. Not many people Obelisk has to look up to, but Gargantuan Gus is one of them. Gus put down that dynamite. It's lit. Ooh, leading to an explosive punch. Maybe that was the plan. And I gotta tell you, Gargantuan Gus, he's rocking that pink singlet, and I think he is my pick to go all the way. He's 7'10", north of 500 pounds. He is strong and he is powerful. I wonder if we'll see his tag team partner. I believe scheduled next week, we will see a tag team match featuring Gargantuan Gus and his tag team partner. Oh, as Joel Hershey, speaking of tag team wrestlers, Joel Hershey making his entry into the Exploding Rumble. And while I said Gargantuan Gus is my pick, Hershey is no stranger to extreme wrestling, to hardcore wrestling matches. You want to talk about someone with a mentality advantage? Hershey is, I think in the words of, I think his name is Mean Gene in this game. Raven, if you're wondering. He's a man willing to take 3 massive hits just to deliver a little bit of damage to his opponent. And in a match like this, that is an advantageous ability. This is a painful, painful match. That is unavoidable. Who's next? It's Gargantuan Gus's tag team partner, Biggest Billy. A wrestler calling England his home. England is his city. And he is the biggest Billy in all of England. And he's taking his time to get into the ring. I think that's a very smart strategy. Oh my gosh! I mean, Gargantuan Gus got out of it, but Dr. Dash was about to deliver a vertical suplex to a man like Gargantuan Gus. That is impressive power. Shep Buffalo with a takedown to Gus. And look at that, Biggest Billy using a weapon, and oh my goodness! The referee has Biggest Billy in a chokehold. I would say there's a rule against this, but this is a no disqualification match, so... Also, oh, as Brad Goodman makes his entrance, I will also point out that the ref is not an active competitor, so even if there were disqualifications, you can't really disqualify the ref, as Hershey with a fantastic diving move. Dr. Dash eliminated Joel Hershey eliminated, slammed onto what appears to be a broken piece of steel steps. Shorts looking to get another elimination. Will he get it on Pyro? Ooh, diving elbow. Excuse me, folks, just taking a drink of water. Imagine that, being a solo commentator for a match that, at minimum, will be half an hour. Dries out your throat quite a bit. Look at that, Goodman with Biggest Billy in a Cobra Clutch. Oh, Mike Shawshot is making his entry into the match. You get a lot of technical wrestlers here. I mean, I can't really speak to the technical acumen of Shep Buffalo, but we have Brad Goodman. Oh, look at that, Gargantuan Gus. Bulldog to Pyro, but I believe he landed a leg drop to Shep Buffalo there. As you could tell, the wrestling show without a name doesn't have much of a budget either, so we don't currently have replays available, but who knows, maybe if these shows are successful enough, we can get replay technology. Back suplex Eddie Schwartz. Since entering in at, I believe, number 4 or 5, has shown very impressive power. I wouldn't be shocked if we see more of him down the line. Who will be our next entry into the match? Buddy Brew. Buddy Brew making his entry into the match. Ooh, side headlock takeover. Shawshot to Brad Goodman. Shawshot. I think that's what I said, but I feel like I may have messed that pronunciation up. I will say it's an interesting sight to see technical matchups break out. Shawshot with Goodman in a headlock. Shep Buffalo and Pyro. I know some of the wrestlers are in the way, trading holds. Glitter Artie making his entry. What will Glitter Artie do in this match? I mean, under former names that he's had, I know he has some hardcore match experience, but this is a whole nother beast. But this is all for the chance to compete, for the inaugural World Championship. Oh, Glitter Artie and Pyro eliminated simultaneously. Glitter Artie barely getting a chance to show what he's made of. Eddie Schwartz with Shep Buffalo and a Boston Crab. Again, Shawshot and Goodman going mano a mano. Even in video game form, those two want to fight. King Bombard is our next entry, a high-flying master in the ring. I did say that this is the match for the big boys, a match for larger wrestlers where they have the advantage, but I will say, if you're fast and you can't be caught, I mean, that's one option, that's one strategy to make it all the way and earn your way to compete for the World Championship, as we see a double clothesline there, Goodman and Shawshot. Buddy Bruce adding Biggest Billy into an explosion. Choke slam from Gargantuan Gus to Shawshot. Monkey flip into an explosion. I apologize, folks, if I miss any of the action. 30 men competing in an exploding rumble. It's a little easy to miss things. A lot's going on. Double hip toss. Goodman and Schwartz throwing Billy there. It's Malcolm Soul. I don't know how much I like the commentator's chances in a hardcore rumble, but hey, perhaps he's an underdog pick. Pile driver from Shep Buffalo to Schwartz. Folks, if you want to leave your picks in the comments, that'd be greatly appreciated. I'd love to read who we think is going to win. I mean, we still have yet to see the full field, but I mean, the beginning of the video, you did see a essentially an overview of who's in the match. We got commentators, we have promoters. I believe his wrestling empire name is Antonio Chinoki? I mean, it's Inoki, but I guess the name is just sort of a pun with his chin. A wrestling legend. Will we see him be victorious and win a entry into the match? Of course, Chief Chavo, or Tatanka as he's known, more well known by. The Chief was just staring down his competition. Oh, someone is injured, I think. That's usually what that scream is indicative of. And look at that, Biggest Billy helping Gargantuan Gus up. This is not usually a match conducive to teamwork. Oh my goodness, look at the face of Biggest Billy. It's not usually... Oh, look at that. Malcolm Soul with a pretty impressive straight armbar there. Oh, Schwartz's leg might be injured there. Cross arm breaker, Chavo to Buffalo. It's funny that he's called Chief Chavo, considering there's another wrestler called Chavo, so it's a little confusing. I'm just going to call him Tatanka, because I'm going to get... Or maybe Chief, because I'm going to get confused otherwise. It's Sakaji! Sakaji making his entry. Look, I know as a commentator, I'm supposed to be impartial, but I would love to see him walk out the victor. I'm a big fan of the 5-time champion. Oh, I think, is that Soul about to be eliminated? I'm not entirely sure. This is anyone's game. Look at that double axe handle by Malcolm Soul. Malcolm Soul showing impressive wrestling acumen. Oh, the second I say that, he's eliminated. Snake Suzuki making his entry. And my goodness, talk about a explosive match. Pun totally intended. Funny enough, I believe Sakaji is a 6-time champion. I'll fact-check that and put it on the screen if that's correct. I just vaguely remember he had won another match elsewhere. Another world title elsewhere, technically making him a 6-time champion. Oh, I was going to say, is that Buddy Brew eliminated? Oh my goodness. Mike Shawshot eliminating Brad Goodman. I did not see who eliminated, but we just had 2 masked wrestlers eliminated simultaneously as Rain Man makes his entry. Power Slam Sakaji slamming Biggest Billy, which is not exactly an easy thing to do. A man north of 400 pounds, 7'10". I know his intention is he has a tag team with Gargantuan Gus known as the Big Boys, and let me tell you something. A tag team that is almost collectively 1,000 pounds, who's going to stop him? And look at that! Shawshot eliminated not long after Goodman. I wouldn't be shocked if we saw those two, Goodman and Shawshot, compete once again. They seemed intent on fighting each other. Gut wrench by Rain Man to Schwartz. Schwartz, the Iron Man of the match. I believe he was entry number 5, and he is still in. Mutox? I'm not sure how I'd say that. I think it'd be Muto, and the X would be silent. Of course, a Japanese legend. Most people know the fantastic Muto. Armbar locked in on Sakaji. Now let me tell you something. I'm sure some of you folks might be watching wondering why use submissions in a match like this, where the only way to claim victory is to send your opponent over the top rope like Shep Buffalo was just thrown. Oh, is Gus out? No, he's back in. Anyways, as I was saying, you might be wondering the reasoning behind using submission wrestling in a match like this, but let me tell you something. You injure a person's arm, they'll struggle to eliminate you. You injure a person's leg, you make it easier to eliminate them. There is strategy behind it. Mother Forker making his entry. And if you want to talk about someone with an advantage in a match like this, I mean, Mother Forker, which I can't say with a straight face apparently, that is a man with an advantage, a man who has been in several hardcore bouts. Entering just another one. These have to be just like regular matches to him. I feel like if you're a veteran of hardcore wrestling, your pain tolerance is just that much higher. Your ability to use weapons in creative ways is just that much greater. Oh! Look at that Buddy Brew back suplex over the top rope as Cameron Cool makes his entry at number 25. Or 20, would it be 24? I think it'd be 25. Oh, and look at that. Forker eliminated, trying to go high risk there, but in a match like this where elimination is over the top barbed wire strand, top rope is not a good idea. I would say that's where you want to stay away from. Gargantuan Gus with a brain buster to Schwartz. As I was saying before, Eddie Schwartz, not a guy that wrestles that often, but you got to give him credit. He has had an impressive showing here. Entering at number 5. And lasting this long in the match. Oh, the Chief is tapping out there, but again, you can't win by submission. A person could lock you in a calf slicer and tear your calf before eliminating you. That is a very viable strategy. Oh, and Biggest Billy eliminated. Didn't think I'd be seeing that. Rain Man eliminated as well. Again, it's that top rope. That top rope is a problem. Running kick by, I believe that's I think it's supposed to be Hayabusa, but Hayakusa to Gargantuan Gus. And look at that, Chavo with Yakuza in a triangle choke as Cool is just tossed over the top barbed wire. That's another reason why this is definitely a big man's game. When you're tall, when you're powerful, it's just that much easier to throw people over the top barbed wire. Oh, what an interesting tag team maneuver between Schwartz and Gus there, as Ashley Boss makes his entry. Another powerful man. Leg drop by Muto to G. And it looks like the ref is annoyed. I don't know why the cameraman is focusing on him. We have a lot of action going on right now, but it looks like, I believe that's Danny Might, referee Danny Might getting annoyed at Derek Switchoff, who's just leaving. And Schwartz eliminates Gus. Let me tell you something. One of the big takeaways of this match seems to be that Eddie Schwartz is the giant killer. He eliminated Obelisk. He eliminated Gargantuan Gus, and I believe he also eliminated the Biggest Billy. I mean, you want to talk about a man we might see in the future, I think Eddie Schwartz is on that list. He'll need some time to recover from this match, but... And look at that, Antonio Chinoki, the absolute legend himself. A man that has been in thousands of wrestling matches, making his entry into the Exploding Rumble, all to get a shot at our inaugural World Championship champion, Oh, goodness gracious. Boss had a Hayabusa there. Oh, and the Chiefs eliminated that top rope, claiming another victim. But I was going to say, that electric chair elimination due to a stray explosion as Antonio gets blown up on those barbed wire ropes. We almost have all men in the ring. I believe this might be our last entrant. And huge as. Sorry, we have one more entrant. This is our entry number 29. Our last man being entry number 30, and then these are the men who all have a chance at competing for the inaugural World Championship. Of course, there will be other titles too. We'll see the Women's Championship contested. Competed for? Would be contested. We'll see that match later this month. We have a Tag Team Championship match. Oh my goodness! Oh, and huge ass not getting a lot of time in the ring there. A brilliantly stunning sequence of explosions there, all leading to an elimination. As we see our final entrant, and I think I know who it is. It's Sam Mower. Ladies and gentlemen, watching this match, look at these 5 people in the ring. Look at these 4 people in the ring. One of them will get the chance to compete for the inaugural World Championship. And look at Eddie Schwartz in the final 4, final 3 actually. Final, well, eliminated right there. It will be either Antonio Chinoki or Sam Mower who will walk out as the victor of this match. Sam Mower, I think, dissociating there for a moment, being sent into an explosion. Oh, Sam Mower on the apron. That is not a smart idea in a match like this. And hold on a second. Sam Mower luring Antonio in for a belly-to-belly. And Sam Mower is the first entry into the World Championship match. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like if you like it. Subscribe for more. And until next time, this is Fabian Valentine signing off.